we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, money.
Welcome back, or welcome to Uncle ABL, and in today's video we're talking about Joy Taylor and Taylor Rooks of the TwoPersonal podcast, exposing the thing that a lot of us have already known for a very long time, but many are afraid to admit, and that is this thing. If the person you're dating, male, female, usually the male that you're dating, has the most important things you want, the smaller things that people bicker about online don't even matter at all. Oh, he took me to that restaurant. He took me to a coffee date. He spent this amount of money on all those little things don't really matter as long as they have the bigger things. Let's say, for example, you have Taylor Rooks or whoever dating the man of their dreams, whether it be rich, famous, big, 8 foot tall, 6-pack, whatever, the perfect guy. Do you really think they're going to be squabbling about what restaurant to go to? I mean, if they are a fool, they would do that. But if they're not a fool, if they are of sound mind, why would they do that? Why would they really do that? And then reality, even if the guy's not the guy of your dreams, if you're going on a date with him, there's probably some level of attraction. So unless y'all going to McDonald's, it's probably not going to be a big tiff over the restaurant. But the key, here's the key. If you like them, if you really, really like them, that's the key. If there's not a high level of attraction, then now we're going to squabble about some of the smaller things. All right. And you know what can really raise the attraction level? Something that's not related to how you look. And a lot of you guys already know it. But before we go into it, let's go ahead and check out the video here. I may pause it at certain points to give my 2 cents. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
These hypotheticals have got us in a chokehold, and we must free ourselves. It's fun to argue about. It's fun to talk about what you would do in this scenario, or would you leave the game if the seats were high, or if a man took you this place on a first date.
Let's pause right here. So there's been a few of these videos that have come out over the past year or two where it's like, okay, we're going to the Cheesecake Factory on the first date. I don't want to go there. That's broke behavior. You got to spend $300 on the first date, bare minimum. I don't want to go on a coffee date. That's broke boy activity. And if we go to a basketball game and we're in the nosebleed section, I'm going to leave, all this, that, and the third. That is what she's referring to. A lot of these hypothetical situations that don't, quite frankly, happen that often. A lot of these things are being spoken about on the internet.
What you would do. And I'm telling you, like, every interaction that I have with people now, in some way or another, these things come up. Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want. Fine, funny, money. You're throwing all boundaries, standards, all that shit you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't because women this and men this, you're moving forward with this person.
Now, before we hear from Taylor Rooks, and if you don't know, Joy Taylor, Taylor Rooks, they are more involved in sports media, sports journalism, broadcasting. I think Taylor Rooks is affiliated with ESPN, and Joy Taylor might be on Fox. If I'm wrong, you let me know in the comments below. They both might be on Fox at this point. But before we hear from Taylor Rooks, there was a lot said there. And I know it's about, we got to make it equal, male, female, but really a lot of these standards are pushed on the males from the women. That's usually what it is. Guys don't really have that many standards. The main thing is, do I like how you look? That's really it. And you might have some 800-pound, my 600-pound life type women with regular looking dudes. So guys' standards are kind of in the toilet right now, but different story. I digress. Let's hear from Taylor Rooks.
My favorite hypothetical, because it's so ridiculous, is when you ask anybody if they would do something outrageous for like $1 million and they say no. It's like, okay, would you do it for 2 million? I mean, would you do it for what's the number? Like, anytime you add money into a hypothetical, people love feeling good about themselves by saying that they wouldn't do it for the money, but it's Literally only because it's a hypothetical.
Let's pause. Now, there are some things I'm not going to do for money because I'm just not going to do it in general. You couldn't pay me any dollar amount to do certain things. I don't got to get too deep into it. You guys can use your imagination to see what you come up with. But some things I'm not going to do for money. However, they're getting closer to the real issue. And it's mainly with women and dating. They're getting close to the real issue. We're going to find out here in a minute. I'm going to play, after this is over, I'm going to play an older clip, I think from last year, with Joy Taylor in it, in which she really is over the top of the actual issue.
If you saw this $1 million in front of your face and I said, do this, are you doing it? So I don't even know if hypotheticals are real indicators of the situation that's being discussed, because I'm starting to think people only use hypotheticals to lie about the circumstance.
All right, so there we have it. Again, that's Joy Taylor, Taylor Rooks from the TwoPersonal podcast. Now, let's check out this here. This is dated October 25th, 2023, and we have Joy Taylor on Fox Sports 1 with some of her colleagues talking about the whole Cheesecake Factory question. All right, let's check it out. Here you have Emmanuel Acho, who got into a little bit of trouble recently, but we ain't gonna talk about that, so I digress.
Cheesecake Factory acceptable for a first date? No question, and it's not just acceptable, it's probably wise. Because if you start at Cheesecake Factory, you can build up. But you start at a 5-star steakhouse, they're gonna expect that every time, respectfully.
Yes.
Really?
Cheesecake Factory is acceptable for a first date. I don't even know if I like you. You don't know if you like them. Why are they spending $500 on a first date? Why are we going to Mastro's?
Y'all listening to her? Man, Cheesecake
I'm going
Factory.
to Cheesecake on a first date. So I need to see. I need
You know
to
what I'm
see
saying?
y'all. Like I need to see who is not going to Cheesecake on a first date.
I don't know, but who started this question?
I don't know.
Right? 'Cause,
Somebody
you know,
said. Actually,
don't-
no, that's not
don't-
true.
don't-
It was a
don't do the
viral
real
video.
women like that.
It was a viral video of this woman. She wouldn't get out the car because he took her to Cheesecake.
Oh,
right?
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
See, don't do the real women like that, man. Cheesecake Factory, 100%.
And it's a great
First
place.
date?
The menu is like the Bible. Like you can pick any part that you like.
Man, drinks and everything.
Like I gotta see. I need visual representation. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be vain or nothing. I'm just saying like.
Yeah, she can't eat cheesecake. She can't eat with me. You know what I'm saying? You know what? Let me say something about these women.
Hold on. One question.
Hold on. I heard a lot about where a girl doesn't want to eat, where she can't eat. Yeah. It's not acceptable for her to eat at on a date.
Yep,
And my thing is like, baby, you think I care more about you than myself? If I can eat there, then you can eat there.
Let me just reveal. I mean, you guys already know what it is. You guys are pretty smart. You guys already know what it is. Throughout that last clip, they really got over the top of it. Notice how they kept saying, for a first date, you can start there and then build up. Why do we have to build up? And then she said, well, let's go there because I don't know if I like you yet. I mean, why spend the $500 at Mastro's? You see what the expectation is. We're going to go to the Mastro's and spend the $500. That's the expectation. Okay. So ultimately, it doesn't really matter where you go or what time, like all the ancillary things don't really matter, especially in the beginning, if ultimately you have money. I know she said that if you're funny or if you had the physicality, but I can guarantee you, if you polled, let's say 100 women, right? Put them in the room, random people that don't know each other, and ask them to anonymously, so nobody knows it's them, because a lot of times women do, they do things because somebody else is doing it and they don't want to get attacked for their opinion. They want to feel safe. So anonymously answer, what's the most important thing when you're talking about a potential partner, mate, boyfriend, husband, whatever they want to call it these days in 2024? The ability to be funny, the physicality, or the money? What's most important? And they're all going to say money. Well, I ain't going to say all. I'm going to say the majority overwhelmingly are going to say money. So the moral of the story is, all these little standards or whatnot don't really matter as long as you got money. That's why I said before, look, if you don't have any money, I'm talking about you're struggling to pay bills, you coupon clipping, you have like $5 in your account. If you're broke, then don't date because you lack the main thing they want. And also the dating part is going to get in the way of you getting the money, not just for the women, but for yourself. You got to take care of yourself first. You heard LaShawn McCoy, Shaden McCoy, shout out to him, Hall of Fame. I think he's a Hall of Fame Eagles running back. But he said it. It's like, look, I love me more than anything. So I got to take care of me first before I take care of you. That's how that works. So get your money up, go out there, and you'll be good. If you broke, it don't matter how funny you are and how you look. You might be able to get a little something, but ultimately you lack the main thing that is required by the overwhelming majority of women. It could be on television. They could be regular working at McDonald's. It's all the same. And that's pretty much all I got. Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.